Back today with an old favorite of mine, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Let's take a look around. It's been a while since I've played this game, but I've got many hours into it, and we are going to enjoy it. I don't even remember where I'm at right now. Well, I know I'm in Grand Soren, but I have to remember where I need to go, so let's take a look at the quests. All right. Burden of proof. 3 golems we need to defeat. Where are we? We have a lot of things to do. All right. Elder ogres, dire wolves. Well, let's take a look. Let's go grab some new pawns. So all these characters that are following me around are not other players. They are NPCs that I can ask to join my party. And they all have special attributes. I have to make sure. Take a look at who we have in our party right now. Mage. Let's see what he has. Skills. Okay. So we are ready for some battle. So let's go see where we're at in the quest log, because this is somewhat early in the game.
Who among you has seen the dragon? Who saw it raise?
But as you can see, we are well decked out to face anything that may be in front of us. Oh, we have a quest here. Fornival's quest. What is Fornival's quest?
Ah, Arisen, sir. I find myself in a situation most dire. I am in
This is the
desperate need of
eviction.
coin, and quickly. I beg you, aid my... I wagered. I find myself in dire... I own a small parcel of land which could be sold for capital, but first I must evict those. Such things, however, take time, and my situation demands action of a more immediate sort. In truth, my hope is for them to simply quit the land. They'll not hear this proposal from me, but from the... Please, convince the residents that...
Any rarities to sell? I'll pay you handsomely right then.
I feel more familiar
Well,
with this quest
looks
now.
like I've got to negotiate an eviction. But first we have to see where we're at. Now, helping Fornival is rather important. He seems like a bad guy, but he's not. You're going to need him later in the game. Now, this is before I can get into the Duke's Castle. Let's see what's going on
It would be
here.
my honor to show you the ready charges for the work. The choice is yours. This is a high honor, Arisen. Wondrous tidings are... His Grace wishes... Know, however, that any errand you have taken on, you will also be asked to return your writ of permission to join them. If you have aught left undone, pray tend to it. I must be clear. Your audience... Knowing that,
No.
are you prepared?
So we are ready to
Then
go see
Tend to what business keeps you, sir.
the king, but we're not going to do that yet. We're going to take care of some of these other quests that we have, these side quests. So let's take a walk around. Now, when you're in town, you don't lose any of your stamina, but the orange bar is your stamina bar on the bottom. If I get enough likes on this video and some good comments, I will start over from the beginning. Right now, if you look at this, I am level infinity, which means I have gone all the way up to level 200. And I have 4 characters that have all been up to level 200. Now, these 2 I was able to hire from the Rift because they are pawns. But this is my main pawn, and this is my main character, both of which I have brought up to level 200. You can change your vocations, and I have many times. I'm an assassin with a rank of 9. I like the assassin because you can use a bow and a single-handed sword.
Who among you has seen the dragon?
Let's
Who
talk to
saw it
Jasper. He's
raise
part
a
of the
village at
eviction.
southern shore? Yes, how may I aid you, sir? Aye, we pay tariff on Fornival's land.
So what it is that I am an arisen, which means the dragon owns part of my heart. And I need to kill the dragon to get that part of my heart back.
Oh, wants us gone, does he? I wager it's not so simple a proposition as all that. I know Fornival's the law on his side, but I'm loath to simply up and go at his command.
I know, Jasper, I know.
It's a hard decision, sir, and not one I'd make alone. I've a wife and son. They should get word of this afore all else. They're off about the town, though where I don't know. Perhaps you could find them and explain the matter? I would hear their thoughts ere I make any decision. No doubt you
All
are
right.
filled with fear.
So now I got to
and
go find the
with
wife and son
trepidation, with despair.
and negotiate the eviction. So we have to go into the lower parts of town here and find the wife and son. Now, there are other pawns all about town if I choose to hire them. Some of them are randomly generated. I think the server still exists for this game. Others are pawns from other people's games that you can use in your game, and then it brings rewards to me, and I can send back other things, and vice versa if I use one of your pawns. So if you do play this game and you are watching this video, hire Dark Bunny. She's a very strong mage. And maybe you'll get a gift. And let me know what pawns you use, and perhaps I'll hire some for my team. I have 2 spots open. This game you can play for a very long time. I started playing it originally on the PlayStation 3. And I had level 200 characters on there. And then I started over when it
We meet
came
again.
to PlayStation 4. And I leveled up all over again. So I have played this for quite some time. Getting my bearings back, of course. But it's still a game that holds up. It's one of Capcom's hidden gems. They had a Dragon's Dogma online for a time. But I believe that was only released in Japan. And I never actually got a chance to play it, though it was something I definitely wanted here in where I'm at, but it didn't happen. Didn't happen. All right, so we need to go take a look around Grand Soren. There's a couple places that they are, and when I get to Jasper's son, he normally will run. The wife is pretty realistic.
Now, where shall we head?
This building here is the Pawn Guild. And oh, that one. And there's a rift.
This is the Pawn Guild.
You can summon pawns as necessity demands here at the Pawn Guild.
What's on the notice board? 3 chimeras? All right, I'll take that quest. And I'll take this quest. This is a ferry stone rift. So I can ferry to my hometown of Cassardis, right to Grand Soren using a ferry stone, which is like fast travel since there are no mounts in this game. I wish they would have added mounts, but they never did. So a lot of traversal is done on foot or by using the fairy stones. And you'll find them all about. There's a lot of crafting materials. A lot of things go into this game. Still, honestly, I think holds up and looks good to this day. And there is a lot of replay value in this game. So those glowing weapons, just like the bow on my back, they're all imbued with elemental damage. The bow I have is a fire bow, and that comes from Bitter Black Isle, and we'll go there in a while. So in the corner you saw, okay, so Kate, the one pawn, they're picking up Grancis herbs, and they can hold on to those, and they'll use them. There is day-night cycle in this. You need a lantern at night. Oh, they must have found some gold over in the field there. Some more gold. We're not wanting for money. Yet I always like to earn more in this. For some reason, I just keep doing quests and earning more money. I never want to run out. I don't know if that's a normal thing, but in the beginning, it's a lot harder to get all the items that you need. There's the wife. We'll talk to her.
Inventory?
Sir, you have need of me? Fornival would have us quit his land? Oh, fie, but this is sudden.
I know, I'm sorry.
Had he even a whit of the Maker's decency, he'd give fair warning afore such a request.
Ma'am, I'm just the messenger, please.
I beg of you, sir, grant me a little time to consider what you say.
Fair, that's
I
fair.
would strive to have an answer for you shortly.
Alright, so she'll talk to us in a few days to let us know what her answer is. Now, we gotta go find the son. He normally hangs out
Humans certainly do make a lot of expressions.
around here somewhere. He's either around here or he hides on the rooftops. Yes? Where'd it go?
Pray let me find him quickly. Like as not, he's sick with worry, searching for me.
Who'd you lose? Let's see what we have as far as quests on the ale board. Celine, a bay leaf? Yes. Francis herb? Sure. 20 Seekers tokens. Lost cause. Snakeskin purse. We can find that. And 50 war bugles, which we'll take it. Because they all give 10,000 gold. What do you have for me?
This must be an ale.
I see you're hard at work on an errand, friend. Pray take truly, even in these, as long as that makes tis work well.
Patrons often post work notices in the alehouse.
All right, and we turn in the quest to him. I think we're going to have to find the son. I wonder if they still have money up on top of here. Yep. $2,100 gold coins just sitting on top of the fountain.
Have you ought to sell?
All right, so looks like the sun's going to be up on one of the roofs, and we're going to have to get there. So let's take a look. down here. And since you don't run out of stamina in here, it's kind of easy to catch. There we go. Watch for your broken legs there. All right, it's getting late. So we might have moved position.
Seems this is where the merchants live. Despite
Like I said, it's been a while since I played this, so I apologize. But it's fun getting back into it because there is so much that you can do here, and I cannot wait. I just want to get this quest out of the way, and then when we get into it, you'll really get to see some awesome battles. For a real-time style RPG, they did an amazing job. Just absolutely amazing. I know the sun is hiding somewhere around in this area. There are large enemies that you scale. There are enemies that are weak to different debilitations. Did Madeline open her shop?
I pride myself on many things, and I recall, in truth, I have suspected you to rename. So, well, you'll find naught but the...
Let's see what Madeline has for us. So when you look at this, you see a price, the weight of the item to carry, the amount they have in stock, and then the amount that we have in either on hand or in combined with our total inventory. So it helps you know, it's like, do I need this or do I have this? I don't have any snag daggers, really? At this point, I will not really need to buy anything as far as equipment or weapons, considering what I have, but I still continue to collect all that I have and add them to my inventory, and I will clean them out at points and sell them for gold. So I've sort of become a collector at this point. As you see, it's getting darker as we get closer to nighttime.
Ale.
And we have... So we do have a lantern, and the fun part I always thought about this, in the beginning, it takes some getting used to, but your lantern does actually require oil to function. There are guards in town. If you attack people in the town, you can be sent to jail. So you want to be careful not to play with that. There are ways to get out of jail. And you learn those as you go along. We're back in the ale house. I'm going to wait till daytime. So right now, we're going to go out and actually fight some enemies at night. So we are going to travel to Cassardis. So you have a heavy attack, light attack. We're going to use our tools. Eternal Fairy Stone. We're going to use this. Now it opens our map, and you can fast travel. Now, a lot of these... So these three, Grand Soren, Cassardis, and Bitter Black Isle, all have automatic points for fast travel. All of these others, I had to buy the Fairy Stone points, and I placed them in specific places so that at one time I could speed run this game, and I think we'll do that again at some point if I get enough likes on this video. But right now we're going to go back to the hometown and take a trip. It still has the loading screens. So this is Cassardis. This is where you start out.
The villagers will be joyed to see you home again, Arisen.
Will they? They'll be overjoyed to see me home again. It's a humble fishing village.
The life of a salesman surely has its own trials.
Let's see what we have on this notice board. There are a lot of escort quests. And we'll take one of those in a moment. So we'll start out at the humble beginnings and take a look at what's going on here. This is my house.
Is this your home, Arisen?
Yeah, what? You got a problem with it? Look, I keep my carrots over there. I've got some water. And more water in a jug. So if you look at those sort of aqua-colored jugs hold water. And we'll find some later that they hold oil. And if you have empty flasks, you can fill them up. All right. So normally, as you start, it is dangerous to travel at night. I'm not that worried at this point, but let's venture out from here. So we're going to take a look at the quests we have real quick, because I think we can finish some. Burden of Proof, 3 golems. All right, we'll do the golems. Elder Ogres, Dire Wolves, Catacombs, Slay Death. That's a very tough battle, but we'll get into that at one point. I'll show you an easy way to slay death. Acquire 3 cursed dragon horns. That's in Bitter Black Isle. A lot of these are in Bitter Black Isle. Okay, so we can defeat 3 griffins, 45 rabbits, 20 snow harpies, 10 chimeras, 2 seabirds. All right, we'll start with 2 seabirds. Because they are in the Cassardis region, and we happen to be at Cassardis. They should be on the beach down here. Let's turn on our lantern. There we go. Now we have some light.
The sea appears calm, at least.
Just gonna walk around. Everybody's gonna... There's one. And it happened to drop a rift fragment, which gave us 100 rift crystals. I have 3.5 million rift crystals. There's another seabird right there. There you go. That's a quest completed. 2 seabirds. We got 750 experience and 10 gold, which, you know, I needed, of course, because we're running out of it. But that is a quest completed. So you come from this village. You can sheath and unsheath your sword. This sword happens to be imbued with the holy affinity constantly, just like my bow is constantly imbued with the fire affinity. So those are strong weapons to have. I always liked playing as the range character in this one because... Marthina, how are you today? So what we're going to do is we're going to go out here and going to go all the way back to Grand Soren. We'll make it there by morning.
We share these roads with traveling.
You find a lot of different things at night that you wouldn't find during the day.
Grow at the tree's feet like so many verdant children.
The pawns do have a tendency to point things out in the world, but they do learn as they go through. Flask of water, pick it up. Empty flask. Okay, here's an oil.
I'll take that.
I can take oil with the empty flask that I have. So now I have another flask of oil.
What's that?
Ah, yes. There's some enemies down here. These are common goblins.
Strength in numbers are
Quite common.
That was a waste of time.
I'll take that.
It was not a waste of time. They'll pick things up, and by the time we get to Grand Soren, I'll deposit them all. I know this episode hasn't been much other than getting back into it, but the basics of it are now explained, and we will see some major combat
Perhaps we'll find all
coming up.
the cracks that litter this place. The Duke could stand to commission some new roads.
They do like to talk, and you can change that so that they don't say things, but what I always liked about them is that they do learn. So once they've become used to an area, they fight better in that area and know more about it and actually become more helpful. So we'll come back to this fort. It isn't an enemy fort. It's a forward encampment. We'll see more of that later. Right now, we're just going to pass by it. We're going to go around it.
This encampment serves as a fine bulwark against monsters.
You can pick up things. Now, you see it increased the weight. I am now average. I can throw it. I can put it down. There's a lot of different things that went into this game, and that's what made the replay value so good for me, is that I was used to playing up until this point turn-based RPGs. But when this one came out, we got some night bandits. Let's see what the pawns do here. Okay, so they've imbued our weapons with holy light.
After they strike.
Just wait. You'll see a weakness.
So rift fragments are helpful in hiring pawns and buying augmentations for your pawns. And you can get them by, if your pawn goes out and is being used by another player. Ooh, we have an archer coming after us. Ooh, he did manage to hit me.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
What's with their magic? Out of the way!
Attack in quick succession.
Now, when you're a lower level, a lot of these are... Greenwash is a very good healing curative. There's wolves. That was a good strike. It's fun that you can even... I can pick this up.
Watch your back.
It doesn't do me any good, but...
Out of the way!
We're just going to make the walk back to Grand Soren.
We could be ambushed. Stay alert.
There's a mission later on that we're going to get to where you are ambushed several times at night.
Watch your step.
It was a mission that took me a while quest to get through because I wasn't sure where the specific ones were, so I ended up walking all over at night. And
counter after they strike.
That one!
nice try.
Attack in quick succession.
Go the blood! What can it be?
You guys just don't pay attention, do you? Sometimes we'll never learn. Every enemy has different weaknesses too, and you will find that with the larger enemies and the more mythical mobs. You'll see that
Just wait. We'll see a
for some you'll want to remove their tails before you can inflict heavy damage. That's a big wolf there.
I pray the
Moving
dead
along.
monsters no longer hog the roads is not far off. The sea is closer than I'd imagined. The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure.
We're not going to go that way
to our
right now. We're going to go straight forward. This is a forward encampment. And this is where we're going to stop this episode. And when we pick up the next one, we're going to move from here to Grand Soren. Thanks for joining today. I hope you are enjoying Dragon's Dogma so far. This is AVAM saying thanks for watching. Let's get further into it next time, and I'll see you next time that we're on.